I mean, I literally can't believe it. How is this even possible?
That's a very good question, Steven. I know, I said my next review was going to be The Inconveniencing. That review is fully scripted and some of the footage is already put together, but I had to put it on hold for a few days. Why is that? It's because as soon as I saw this episode, I knew how I had to review it as soon as possible. Prior to this episode, I hadn't seen any episodes of Uncle Grandpa. In fact, I was honestly scared to watch it. Steven Universe, on the other hand, is one of the best shows which I've ever seen. When I heard about these shows having a crossover, I was very much dreading seeing it. So, I must admit how I was pleasantly surprised to learn that Say Uncle is one of the funniest cartoon episodes which I've seen in quite some time. The episode starts with Steven trying to summon his shield from his gem, but producing a bubble instead. He lies down frustrated when a whirlpool appears, and out of the whirlpool comes a giant seashell with his mom inside. Just kidding, it's really just Uncle Grandpa. Yay?
How is this even possible?
Don't worry, bro. None of this is canon. But this is...
Wait, what? This whole episode is an elaborate April Fool's prank. I have to give Cartoon Network some credit here, I did not see that coming. Maybe it's because April 1st was on a Wednesday, but this episode aired the following Friday. No, that's not how you're supposed to do it. Okay, but in all seriousness, this is actually a good thing for two reasons. First of all, this eliminated any fears of this episode ruining Steven Universe's overall storyline. Second, it gives the episode a lot of leeway to go as crazy as possible, as well as being delightfully self-aware. From here, the plot basically goes nuts. Uncle Grandpa tries to help Steven summon his shield, which eventually gets the attention of the gems. Pearl begins to freak out when she sees Steven about to be blasted. Seriously, look at Pearl in this episode.
Amethyst! How can I be so blind? I'm sorry! I'm not overreacting!
Thank you to the animators for some hilarious facial expressions, and to Dee Magno for some superb voice acting. Anyways, Steven is okay, but the gems believe Uncle Grandpa to be a threat and try to attack him, so he and Steven escape through a literal plot hole. I am not kidding.
Billy back, we need a plot hole.
Sure thing, Uncle Grandpa!
Don't try to make sense of this episode, your brain will explode. So, through the magic of fourth wall breaking, Steven and Uncle Grandpa end up in Uncle Grandpa's RV, and we get a bunch more gags.
I even made my own gem sonar. My gem is on my tail, and my weapon is a frying pan.
Hey, DeviantArt is messed up enough as it is. Stop encouraging them.
We just sit here until something happens. Something happened!
So, somehow, everyone gets reunited, and the gems immediately attack Uncle Grandpa. All hope seems lost, but Steven rushes in to protect him and finally summons his shield. They all realize how much Steven cares about Uncle Grandpa, and the episode ends in the trippiest way possible. Yes, I went through this episode very quickly. There are a lot of jokes that I skipped over because I did not want to spoil them for you. Regardless, here's the bottom line. This episode is weird, and I love it. This is basically Dance Pants done correctly. It's bizarre, it knows itself to be bizarre, and it uses its bizarreness to be as funny as possible. Sure, there isn't very much of a coherent plot, but this episode isn't telling a story. It's just trying to be funny, and with its energetic, off-the-wall tone, it does this excellently. In every moment there is a new joke, and basically all of them are hilarious. In fact, this whole episode is a joke. And it's a hilarious joke. It's probably one of the best April Fool's pranks since the spaghetti harvest. It delivered more enjoyment than I ever could have hoped for, and for that, I give it 4 out of 4 stars. Well played, Cartoon Network. Well played.